I like this one because it's got red and red is my favourite colour.
It reminds me of a Ferrari.
It stands out from the crowd.
Like funky, sort of, the design.
It looks kind of like the sun, all that light coming from one single place.
This is quite fancy.
There's a programme I've watched called Tintin, and it's got a symbol like that in one of the films.
Is that a royal sign?
It might be posh writing. Yeah, it looks quite posh.
It's really bright colours, and then I think it would be quite fun to play with because, like, it just makes you almost happy by looking at it. I think this one looks actually quite pretty.
Yeah, pink, pink, pink.
It looks girly, I just like it.
The pictures actually look quite nice. I mean, ice cubes and mint. It makes you feel like you're in a wonderland of happiness.
That one's cool. That one's cool. That one's cool. That one?
Yeah, that was cool.
Plain tobacco packaging, also known as generic and standardized packaging, refers to packing that requires the removal of all branding colors, imagery, corporate logos, and trademarks. This permits manufacturers to print only the brand name in mandated size, font, and place on the pack. Plain tobacco packaging, 2016. In the article, Young Adult Smokers' Perceptions of Illicit Tobacco and the Possible Impact of Plain packaging on purchase behavior suggests that even though plain packs make tobacco products less attractive, although they also increase health warnings. Moody C, Hastings G, and Josens L in 2012 stated that plain packaging would reduce the cost of producing illicit tobacco. They believe that this will help full customers. On the other hand, regular smokers can easily be able to identify forged tobacco by either the product performance, the packet itself, or even the cigarette appearance. The price and availability is linked to the use of illicit tobacco and not the design. Moody C. 2012 suggests that even if cigarettes were sold in non-branded packs, smokers' behavior on purchasing forged tobacco will not change.
Barnsley, K. and Jacobs in 2000 stated that Australia was one of the first democracies to ban all tobacco advertising and sponsorship, hence one of the first to implement plain packaging. International guidelines of the World Health Organization's Framework Convention on Tobacco Control stated that, quote, tobacco product packaging and labeling shall not promote a tobacco product by any means that are false, misleading, deceptive, or likely to create an erroneous impression, including any term, descriptor, trademark, figurative, or any other sign that directly or indirectly creates the false impression that a particular tobacco product is less harmful than other tobacco products. Close quote. White v. 10N, Wakefield M. and Hill D. 2012 found that among the national evaluation sample, 85% of the adolescent smokers thought the campaign was relevant to them. 53% indicated that the campaign had led some teenagers to at least try to quit, and 85% thought it made smoking seem less cool and desirable. Health consequences of smoking are minimized if smokers quit before the age of 40. Hilt 2012 believes that adult campaigns that encourage quitting, such as plain packaging, may influence adolescent smoking in several ways. Firstly, by reducing smoking among parents, such campaigns reduce the number of adolescents exposed to a major risk factor for smoking uptake. Secondly, by making smoking less desirable as adult behavior. Adolescents' motivation to use tobacco as a signifier of adulthood will be reduced. However, Hammond's 2010 found that the plain packaging campaign did not majorly increase the effectiveness of health warnings, reduce false health benefits about cigarettes, or reduce brand appeal among youth and young adults.
Despite that Australia is believed to have one of the best organized, best financed, most politically savvy and well-connected anti-smoking movements in the world, and also described as a seedbed for anti-smoking programs around the world, Chapman and Wakefield 2001, page 274, as cited by Portsmouth 2012, page 268, it seems that campaign on plain packaging on tobacco with the aim to reduce the attractiveness and appeal of tobacco products to consumers, particularly young people, and discourage the non-smokers to start the smoking behavior was not successful, particularly to the young adults. This was evidenced by the research done by Moody, Hastings, and Juice in 2011 on young adult smokers, who argued that even if cigarettes packaging was to be plain color, that was not going to change their purchasing behavior. The price and availability of illicit tobacco would also determine their smoking behavior.
However, that would not stop the campaign because even the World Health Organization Framework Convention on Tobacco Control encourages the use of pictorial warnings on tobacco products, as it is more effective than text only. Referring to the opening video above, color pictures attract and hold attention better than the plain color. Noir, Hall, Francis, Riversill, Pepper, and Brewer, 2015, page 1. After conducting a study, they found that when communicating health risks of using tobacco, pictorial warnings, quote, garnered stronger cognitive and emotional reactions, elicited more negative pack attitudes and negative smoking attitudes, and more effectively increased intentions to not start smoking, to quit smoking, close quote.
Although plain packaging has decreased smoking rates, further campaigns have to go through in order to stop smoking in Australia. Some extra campaigns that can be enforced are listing the ingredients on the packets. This will help to show people what is exactly in cigarettes and will hopefully turn people off wanting to buy them, as they are able to physically see the damaging ingredients in cigarettes. Also, by reducing the number of cigarettes in a packet, people will have to buy more packets, and due to an increase in prices, they will have to be spending a lot more money on cigarettes and will hopefully not be able to maintain their addiction. Also, due to having a smaller packet, smokers will run out of cigarettes quicker and may not have the time in the day to be constantly going to the stores to buy more, which will force them to cut down. By increasing the price or including a tax, so that people are less inclined to be regular smokers if the cost is too high and they are unable to maintain their habit. Also, increasing the legal age to purchase cigarettes will help, as the younger generations are becoming more and more prone to smoke. So by making it illegal for them to purchase their cigarettes, it becomes harder for them to do so. And as it gets harder for them to purchase their cigarettes, they will become less likely to take it up as a habit, as it is too hard to always be asking people to buy them, and for them, especially if their cigarettes are coming in smaller packets. Also, by stopping selling them in the supermarkets, this makes it harder for people to purchase cigarettes, and they may not be able to simply go to the supermarket to grab their cigarettes, so they have to find them elsewhere.